Primer is already set, and again I use the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I really like this. And then I've already gone through my eyes and everything are completed that way, so we're going to move on to the face. So what I do first is the discoloration or like marks that I've had on my face, either like when I was younger I had chickenpox or like just scarring or darker areas. What I do is I take a concealer and I just conceal those areas. Some people prefer to color correct, like if you have dullness, I believe you use orange to color correct that in your face just to make your skin tone even. I did that before, and it's not that I'm not a fan of it, you just have to make sure that it's blended well, because if you don't, it'll look like you have red spots on your face. And I think just using concealer is way easier. I'm going to take the Fawn from LA Girl Pro, and I'm just going to go on all the spots that are dark on my face, like along the sides of my face. And then under my eyes and around my nose. And like I said, I really like this concealer, and it's only like $3 at a beauty supply. Like, and a little more around my mouth. So I'm going to be using, let's see, I'll use this. So I'm going to be using this IT Cosmetic brush. I've had this for a few years, and I think I got it for one of their 21 Days of Beauty. And I'm just going to take it and just buff it into my skin, and it's going to create a light layer of coverage. And like for me, like I said, I have like darker circles under my eye, mostly just because, you know, especially in quarantine, who like has a regular sleep schedule? I've been trying to like get one, because A, I'm tired of looking tired, and then I'm tired of taking a nap and then waking up. And then I'm up until like 6 in the morning, and I'm like, okay, Emily, like, get it together. So what I do now is I take my foundation, and I've tried a ton of things, but I think the thing that works the best for me is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. I really, really, really like this foundation, and it's inexpensive. It's like $8. But the color selection is really nice. I feel like their undertones match me really well. I did use, like, I have the Anastasia foundation here in 370W. I like it. It's just a tad bit light. And since I've actually been able to go outside and like actually be outside, I can get a little bit of color to me. Because usually that color fits me around like January. So I'm going to take this Fit Me in the color Classic Tan 355. I'm going to take it on the back of my hand. The only complaint I will have with this is it kind of smells funny. But I mean, it's drugstore, so like you can't expect the world. And then also, it doesn't come with a pump. Like if this came with a pump, all-time favorite. And then I take my foundation and I just stipulate at the bottom of my face, because what I find is you don't need that much coverage, since I've already done the coverage like covering my eyes and everything. Like I don't really need that much. And then I just put a little on my forehead. But yeah, I find I don't really need that much because I've already done the concealing, and then I'm also going to highlight and like contour. So like you just don't want too much product on your face, because then it just gets cakey. And if you're like me, too much like oils and stuff can like overproduce, and it just becomes a mess because your skin can't breathe. And then I take it on the bottom of my chin, a little bit down my neck, because we want to blend and we want it to be seamless. And I'm using the Morphe M439 brush. Okay, so once it's blended, what I do now is I take that same LA Girl Pro Conceal, and where I had the foundation kind of meet up towards my eye section, or like closer to the center of my face, I'll take that and I'll just kind of place it around my eyes where I would start like to highlight and bring it in the spots where I would. A little on my nose, and then of course on my forehead, around my brows. And I'll just place that there, and I'll explain why. So I do this because I find it easier to blend. I like a brighter highlighted look under my eyes. Because like I said, under my eyes I do have dark circles, but I think it just shapes your face better. So I'm going to start off with, let's see, I'm going to take Warm Sand from the Too Faced Multi Sculpting Concealer. And I'm going to take that towards that LA Girl Fawn, and I'm going to blend it up. I'm also going to blend it on my nose as well. I'm going to do it on the other side too. I'm going to take it here. And then also here. Now after I do that on the inner corner of my eye, I'm going to take the same concealer, and it's in the color Sand, so it's like a shade or two brighter, and hit the inner corner. Also here. Now I use all three just because I feel like it blends so much better when I do it that way. Like when I do it and it looks more like a gradient look, it just doesn't look like a stark bright color that's 2 to 3 shades lighter than me, and I just feel like it blends better. So to blend this out, I'm going to take that same IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to dab it and pounce the brush just so I don't lose coverage. And I'm going to let the concealer under my eyes sit for a second just so I don't lose any coverage. And I'm just going to take that brush after I've let it sit for a second and just pat the product. I'm not swiping. I'm just, you know, patting. And make sure you get the sides of the nose, because you hate, or at least I don't know, for me, like I hate when like there's either like product buildup or it's just not blended. Like, at least on me, I just don't like that. Now to get in between, okay, so to get in between the nose, I usually take a sponge. I really like the EcoTool sponge. They're like $4 at Ulta, but I think you can get them even cheaper at Walmart. And most of the time they're on sale at Ulta, so I usually just like stock up on those every time they're on sale. But I went to Target and found out they have that Junko sponge, and I think like I seen this and I wanted to try it because it looks different and I like the shape. But I'm gonna try that today and see, because so I used that Junko sponge and it felt weird, so I'm just gonna use my EcoTool sponge because I really like this one, and I feel like it picks up product and it gets really well in between the nose. Okay, so now that that's blended out, I don't usually set it, or at least I don't set it first, because I use cream products to like contour. I really like the Juvia's Place foundation sticks. They're really nice, they're really creamy, and I think the colors are perfect. I know people of course use them for foundation. I use it for like a contour bronzer. And I start up here and I sculpt my face just because my face is a little bit more round, and I just kind of go in. Also hit around my chin and then my jawline. And then I'll hit my nose in a second. But this is so creamy and it blends so nicely. I'm going to take that same sponge and what I do is I just tap and I go up. Because I try to blend it into the contour. And I feel like once I do it this way, it just looks more of like an airbrush kind of flawless. Because I, like, yeah, you know, you want to be snatched, but like a sharp chisel, like, line in my face, I don't really like that look. Of course, you know, do what you feel, or like, because there's no wrong rules to makeup, and like everybody has their preference, which is definitely fine. But for me, I know what I like and what works for me. And then like it just blends. Like, oh, the color is pretty. It blends really nicely. Like I look like I got tanned naturally, which as soon as outside is open, like, y'all just don't know. Okay, so of course blend till you get the desired look. I feel like when I blend this way, it just warms the skin up. My face looks sun-kissed, and then it's like no lines and everything just looks really seamless. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the opposite side of the sponge that I have no product on. I'm going to set my under eye where there's creasing. Well, blend it. And then I'm going to take a translucent powder and set it. My favorites are the Fenty Beauty translucent powder. I usually use the color Honey, but it's a little too dark for me. I really want to get the color Banana because I feel like it'll be a little bit brighter and add some yellow back to my skin, but that's on my pickup list. And then I have Anastasia powder in Banana. I really like this powder as well, but it's like my favorite powder is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. It's just so pretty, and I feel like when I use it every single time, like my face legit just to set, like it just looks perfect. So I'm going to take that, put some excess on the back of my hand just to like knock some of that product off, and I apply a thin layer because you don't want to go in too quick because then things get cakey and then it just doesn't blend right. So small, lightweight, or like light padding wherever you highlight it, and of course on my forehead and on my nose. Now I don't usually cream contour on my nose just because I usually just do like a powder. And then after I have like a thin layer and it's like set for a second, I go back in and just add a little bit more. But I make sure I get in between my nose because again, I don't like when it just doesn't look like it's blended. Under my contour, I'll take it and I'll underline just to make sure I clean that up a little bit. And just go under the contour. Okay, so after I am done with that, I'm going to let this sit for a second, but not that long. And then I'm going to take my Maybelline Fit Me powder in the color 355 Coconut. And I'm going to take a brush that doesn't have any product on it. And I'm just going to set and like place the rest of the translucent powder on and also set the contour. So when I go in and blend it with my powder, it doesn't like streak and it doesn't look patchy. So to do that, I'm going to take this Real Techniques Expert face brush. I got this from Ulta around Christmas time, just in like one of their sets. And I'm just going to take it and dab the product in. Because I feel like sometimes with the translucent powder, like on the rest of your face, it can look highlighted and it doesn't look, I don't even want to say natural, but I just feel like it can look a little pale, and that's not okay. Set around my contour and just around my face. Also, do not forget your ears because we do not. Okay, now that I've set my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Poreless Powder, I'm going to take the Fenty bronzers, and I have Caramel Cutie, and then I also have Cocoa Naughty. I use both. Caramel Cutie is more my shade right now. Cocoa Naughty is more like summertime, or like if I kind of want to do or if I feel like my contour kind of got blended away with other powders, I'll go in with this, and then I'll just use that as well to kind of contour and like sculpt my face a little bit more. Now I use the Real Techniques blush brush. I was using, it was a brush by Real Techniques. It was like this one that was like more pointed and it's more dense at the bottom. And it's not that I didn't like it, but when I use it, sometimes it would just look real, like, I don't want to say fat. It looked like real blotchy, and it didn't look like it blended well. And I feel like this just shapes my face better. So I'm going to take this. I'm just going to swirl it in Caramel Cutie. And I'm just going to go and blend upwards towards the highlight, so it looks sun-kissed. Because if you go straight line across, like, yeah, you want more definition, but to me on my face, like, it just doesn't blend well. And then I go under my chin and around it just to blend, and then also add some more shape as well. And hit this forehead, this Morphe M536 brush, and I'm just gonna dust away that powder I have under my eyes. Now that I have my bronzers on, I have my powders on, I'm going to now use some blush. I have the Anastasia Blush Trios, and this one is in Pink Passion. I feel like it would only be right to use that today because that's really the vibes we're going for. So I'm going to take this, and then I have this brush from AOA Studios, and it's their high def brush, the F6. I like this. Again, AOA brushes are $1. And I think one day, like, I was just on their site, and I'm like, I'm just going to order a whole bunch and see, like, how they perform. And I think when I got it, it was free shipping if you spent over, like, 15 or something. Which, I mean, come on. Like, you spend over 15 and you get, like, free shipping on dollar brushes. Like, everything on their site is $1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to smile, or at least poke my cheeks or grin. And then on the apples, I'm just going to apply that blush. And it just adds some color to the skin. Now, if you feel like you overdo it, of course, take your setting powder or like your translucent powder and just go over it. But I like this one because it's not dense, so it does distribute product, but it doesn't look like you just got this pink stuff on your cheeks or whatever color you're using. Like, it just looks natural to me. And then what I've been doing lately is actually putting some on my nose. I just like the way that looks. Okay, now that I have all this powder on, I probably look a little too cakey, so I'm going to take the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, and I'm just going to let it melt all the powders. Okay, so I have all that set with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And then when my face is still a little damp, I like to highlight. I'm going to use that same Morphe M536 brush, and I'm going to take the MAC Oh Darling highlight. I really like this because it's not glittery. So it kind of just gives you like a glow from within. And I just hit the base, like highlighted tops of my cheeks. I hit my nose. Same on both sides. And then I'm going to hit the top of my brow. Like, I don't want something too crazy. Just something that's like there and like you can see. So I'm going to use that. And then on top of that, I'm going to take the Maybelline Master Chrome highlight with the same brush and a little, because this really goes like a long way. Okay, now that that's done, I'm looking at my eyes and I see a little bit of the eyeliner is gone just from the makeup or the face product. So I'm just going to take my Anastasia just to fill it in. Alright, so I'm liking it so far. Really what's missing is my bottom lash line and my lips. I usually do my bottom lash line last. So for my lips, I really like the NYX lip liners. I really like these because they're like $4. You can get them at Walmart, you can get them at Target, Ulta, and they're really creamy. But Ulta had their 21 Days of Beauty. And I always wanted to try like MAC lip glosses or lip liners because like I have their like I have a lot of MAC lipsticks just because I love their lipsticks. They're matte lipsticks, and I also like their liquid matte lipsticks, like the liquid lipsticks. But I always wanted to try it in Chestnut, and ever since I got it, it's been my favorite. It's so pretty. I like the way they look, and they're so just the colors are really nice, and I feel like they look nice literally on every skin tone. So this is the color Chestnut and MAC lip pencil. I'm gonna take it and just line my lips. Okay, so I used this in the, again, this is in the color Chestnut. I'm going to take, let's see, I got this new NYX lipstick, and this is the color Free Spirit, which is, it's really pretty. It's like a pinky nude, like a mauve color. And then I have Mare from MAC, which I kind of like Mare. I'm going to use Mare. And then I got this, it's the oh sorry, so I have this is the NARS Velvet Lip Glide in the color Stripped. It's like a brighter nude pink. Ooh, okay, I like that way better. I feel like the pink kind of adds a little bit something to it because like the other one just looked a little too muted. Then I'm going to take it and I'm going to take that lip liner and just blend it a little bit more. Ooh, okay. I like this better. And then the last step of my lips, I'm going to take this Beauty Supply lip gloss. It's by Max Studio. It's their lip polish. And it's so pretty. I like that. Now, my lips are done, eyes are done. The only thing I have to do now is to finish up the lower lash line. I told you I use 3 pencils for, or 3 products for like eyeliner. So what I'm going to use next is the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil. Okay, so I used that Urban Decay Waterline 24/7 pencil, and then I'm going to take this brush. I got it from Coastal Scents a long time ago, but I like how it's pointed, so like I can have like a direct placement of where I want these shadows to go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Semsa, and I'm just going to line the bottom of my lash line. Okay, and then in the outer corner of my eye, I'm going to take Credit from the Jackie Aina palette. I'm just going to use the same brush. And I'm using the same brush, A, because I really like this brush. And then also, I feel like it'll blend better. And since I use that darker color on the outside, that's where I'm going to place the darker color on the bottom lash line. I need like a little bit more. So I'm going to take the same brush that I used earlier to put the color Resi on, and I'm just going to put a little in the inner corner. Ooh, okay. I like that way better. I think the only thing I need to fix now is just the liquid liner, but other than that, like, I feel like that just made the look like 20 times better. Alright, I only have to add mascara and then we're done. Oh my god. And I'm using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Alright guys, I'm going to take this headband off and fix my hair, and I will be back with the finished look. Ooh. Okay, so this is the finished look, and I think it came out really, really pretty. Definitely going for the pink vibes. I used the Amrezy X Anastasia collab, and then I used the Jackie Aina collab. And then on my face, I have the Maybelline foundation. I have the Too Faced Multi-Sculpting Concealer in the colors Warm Sand and Sand. I also have LA Girl Pro Conceal on as well. My eyebrows are Anastasia Beverly Hills The Dip Brow and medium brown. Have Laura Mercier translucent powder. I have the Milk Hydro Grip primer on as well. My blush is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Pink Passion. And then for eyeliners, I have Anastasia Beverly Hills their liner. And then I have the Stila Stay All Day. And then for my waterline, I have the Urban Decay 24/7 eyeliner on as well. And I think that's it. Oh, my highlight is MAC Oh Darling and the Maybelline Master Chrome. And then the lashes are from Walmart. They were like 2 in a pack for like $6. And I really, really like them because I like the look they give off. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe and comment down below what you think. Or if you have anything that you would want to see from me or any tips, please let me know. But you guys have a nice day and I'll see you soon.